Hello, today I'm going to be talking to you about the design system and Storybook. Here are the 4 main design principles for VA.gov. Usable by everyone. People with disabilities do not have less needs than anyone else. Everyone should be able to use any tool or application regardless of features or complexity. Always design mobile first and avoid dead ends. Simple. Break complex tasks into small logical ordered steps. Provide context, explain impacts, and use VA resources to reduce data entry wherever possible. Solve for clarity and consistency first. Understand the user problem with user flows, sketches, and wireframes before developing high-fidelity solutions. Veteran first. Design with veterans, not for veterans. Testing all digital tools and applications with veterans reduces the risk of personal bias or assumptions resulting in a bad experience. Respect veterans' times by using research to validate your best conceptual approach. Base your design decisions on whether the veteran or caregiver can complete a task over what might look right. Everything we design should ultimately make tasks easier for our veterans. Impact. The VA.gov customer experience should be consistent across tools, applications, and devices. A veteran should be able to access the same content and user experience regardless of how they engage with their data. Collaborate with the Octo and VA.gov platform team to ensure that you have visibility to spend your best effort on the things that VA.gov needs most. The VA.gov design system helps you create trustworthy, accessible, and consistent digital services on the VA.gov platform. It is our single source of truth for design on VA.gov and has things like accessibility baked in. We use it to ensure that all individual pieces that you are building come together in a seamless experience for the veteran. Within the design system, you can find things like content style guide, foundational elements like fonts, colors, and icons, and most importantly, components and patterns. The components in the design system will also link to their appropriate Figma files, research, open issues, and Storybook if available. Storybook is a place where you can see our components actually coded. The content style guide is shared across VA administrations and teams so we can speak with one voice and create a consistent, helpful experience for veterans and non-veteran users. The content principles explain how you create consistent, clear, and customer-centered content on VA.gov. We follow plain language standards to help veterans and their families find and understand the information they need. The content style guide will have everything from how to format dates and times to what a specific form label should look like. It is best to use the design system patterns and components when possible, and new components are being added to the design system all the time. But if you don't find a component or pattern that meets your business needs, you can suggest a new one. We need everyone's help in growing the design system together to make sure it works for VA.gov. Here is the VA.gov design system. Now, I'm not going to go over everything, and I suggest you take some time to explore it on your own. If you go to the About section, you can see some of the things I just talked about, like design principles and the information on how to contribute to the design system and experimental components and patterns. You can find information on abbreviations, content principles, formatting, form labels, and other useful stuff under content. The Foundation section contains things like VA.gov color palette, icons and their usage, as well as typography. I'm going to show you a few useful things in the component section. If I'm looking at a component, I can see that there's a section called Resources that contains links to open issues, research, and Figma files related to that component. For example, this is the accordion component. If I click the open issues, it will go out to GitHub and show me a list of any open issues related to the accordion component. There's also the research link. And again, if I click that, it's going to show me research related to that component. And lastly, there's a Figma file link. That will drop me in the Figma file right on the accordion component. Now, if I scroll down, I see a list of examples for that component. And there's a link to Storybook underneath each example. It is important to note that not all components have links to Storybook. It's only there if it's available. If I click that link, that will take me out to Storybook and show me that component. I can actually see the code for that component as well. There will be a list of options that I can toggle on and off. And I can see other variations of that component. Going back to the design system, if I scroll down, I will see a usage section. The usage guidance is very important when using components. It's going to tell you when and how to use a specific component, as well as when to consider something else. I suggest you read over this guidance every time you're using a component, as it's updated often. There may also be content and accessibility considerations for each component. Patterns contain both layouts and components. The information will be similar to components. For example, I see resources with links to open issues, research, Figma files, and code. Patterns will also have a usage section as well as examples. Some patterns may also have a link out to a live example. You will see how to design and build a pattern and any components that may be used in that pattern. Templates are page layouts that contain components within them. You will see examples and then a breakdown of the page structure and components. Using templates and patterns will help you build a consistent experience on VA.gov. So what's next? Well, you can follow through with the items in the new team orientation epic in GitHub and continue watching the design and research orientation recordings. We also recommend that you watch the accessibility and analytics recordings. You can visit the platform website to learn more about some of the things that you saw today. If at any point you need help or have questions, there are several options. For design questions, we recommend office hours or that you post in the Slack channel. For research questions, we recommend office hours or posting in their Slack channel. For accessibility questions, you can post in their accessibility Slack channel. And then for collaboration cycle questions, you can either attend the office hours or post in the VFS platform support channel. Thank you for watching, and this concludes your intro to design system and Storybook.